proudly repping the Anzacs, Australia and New Zealand. Here is City Kickboxing's UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. Draws rave reviews from past opponents, from his teammates. He is the ultimate competitor, and anybody who saw him compete in a rugby league setting at 214 pounds, I might add, knows just how committed this guy is to athletics and to realizing greatness in the UFC. He certainly did that against Max Holloway, but he's going to get everybody's best shot, and that continues in earnest here tonight as they all continue to chase down the Australian champion Volkanovski. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
GSP George St. Pierre steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, early round action here. We'll see what Alexander Volkanovski can do. He believes he will have the striking advantage, the wrestling advantage, believes that he has the grappling advantage as well. Remains to be seen, but certainly confidence was not an issue in our midweek fighter meeting with Alexander the Great. Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Just out of range with that uppercut. Maybe the seminal blow we see.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, he's out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Volkanovski. Another ground and pound strike lands. Just over 3 minutes to go now.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Excellent ground and pound here by Volkanovski. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tapped.
It's starting to get really tight in there. Working hard for the armbar. He has got to get his hands unlocked if he wants to find his finish.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Volkanovski's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. This is where he wants to be.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Volkanovski. Seconds winding down in the opening round. Round two next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up.
Hands high, chins low, protect yourself.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went head hunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't head hunt. In this case, he's been head hunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Double jab there by St. Pierre. Play shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, huge hook to the leg. Oh.
While both of them are landing massive shots.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. He's got to keep pressing here. Oh, nice level change.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Volkan. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Oh, Volkanovski's supposed to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Oh, yeah, he's got him. He's in tight.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. Just got to be careful here.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, St. Pierre's in half guard now. All right, has the guard closed here. St. Pierre's back in full mount.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was. He hurt him pretty badly there in the middle of the round. Got to think he's going to be looking for more of the same here when they get up off the stools.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who we're watching fight. But I tell you, as he walks back, he looks like Bambi. When Bambi was born and her legs were shaking, that's exactly how this man looked when he took that right hand. He was hurt bad, John. And the ability to get through that, the ability to still be in this fight shows to his toughness. But if he doesn't change it, he will not get another chance.
Bambi.
Bambi.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Able to block the punch there. St. Pierre gets tattooed by that straight punch.
Oh, he's got his back. He's got to get him in the air and try to return it from that.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Swing and a big miss by George St. Pierre.
That was nice. Big double leg, level change. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Oh.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg.
St. Pierre's trying to get a triangle submission here. Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end.
Look at him. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle. So great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the Cutman's actually getting excited. Nice positional control here. Oh, shades of the gun. Oh, Volkanovski's right back to the full mount. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Volkanovski's in half guard. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Final seconds of round 3. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Relax. You lost that last round. You have to avoid his ground control. We knew he'd be good there, but he wasn't able to finish you.
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nicely done as he lands a kick to the leg.
favorite shot in the game, another leg kick.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Went for the inside leg kick. Single leg takedown attempt here. And did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. If I watch the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight, you don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by St. Pierre.
Full side control now.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on beat street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Oh!
Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Volkanovski's shot is blocked. Takedown defense holds up. Short uppercut here in the clinch by Volkanovski.
Great timing.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. What connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Good work from the top here by Volkov. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
That's a lot of blood. Can't go much longer with a cut like this. We need a finish, and we need it.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous fight?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, he's not leaking information. He is leaking blood, and a lot of it as his opponent continues to realize success.
I mean, he's finding so much success striking in that area of the face. His eye is so damaged. The blood is pouring everywhere. This has become very, very dangerous for him.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Oh, Volkanovski's got the full mount. 3 minutes now to go in this one.
Oh, he's got to be careful there,
He's got to be careful here. Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Volkanovski.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Volkanovski going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
1 minute to go in the fight. Oh, well, you can see in plain sight here, his leg is hurt, starting to limp a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to see him limping. I mean, you take so many leg kicks, you're going to limp. It's natural. You got to check these kicks.
That is going to do it!
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, George Rush St. Pierre!
How about it, folks? George St. Pierre, your winner by knockout. And he did not play the long game here tonight, champ.
A lot of people say George St. Pierre is a decision machine. Not tonight. GSP gets a knockout victory.
Well, this fighter has read the Marquess of Queensberry rules cover to cover. Truly one of the best boxers we have in the UFC today, and he works everything off of that jab.
Oh, yeah, the jab is what got him to the show. He is just a phenomenal boxer, and John, I love you throwing out the Queensberry rules in the walkout for this man because he signifies everything that is boxing. He's a guy that loves the sport. He wanted to take boxing on his back and bring it to mixed martial arts and show that it is as an effective form of combat as anything else. He said, I'll walk away from an Olympic opportunity to take my sport into the octagon and show that we are the best fighters in the world. And he's done that to this point in the UFC.
the undeniable DMX backdrop. Enter Iron Mike Tyson. You know he's had a huge embrace for mixed martial arts. I didn't think we'd see him compete in this setting. Hope he's been working on his takedown defense.
Yeah, he's going to need it. Iron Mike's going to need to be able to stay upright if he wants to give himself a chance. But if he's on his feet every second of the fight, Mike Tyson has the ability to knock you out. Imagine a guy that can put you out with 10-ounce gloves, landing with 4-ounce gloves in the UFC octagon. Mike is fast, Mike has great setups, and Mike has a meanness about him that not many others have. You better be careful fighting Iron Mike Tyson.
He is ferocious, and seemingly the speed and power are still there at his advanced age. Mike Tyson trying to make headway here in the UFC tonight. Iron Mike Tyson has graced the octagon. Tyson is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former UFC light heavyweight champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mike Tyson.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson. And you hear this man just being showered with praise from this audience. You got to think we're banged out tonight in large part due to the presence of one Quinton Rampage Jackson on this fight card tonight. Gets on his feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. This guy has his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he's wobbled now.
He passes to half guard.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Tyson. Missed with that right hand. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Jackson's back in full mount. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Oh, nice. He's got to start throwing down.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Well Pretty good work off of the bottom here by Tyson.
Massive shot from the top.
Final seconds of round one. These ground strikes are starting to add up. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over. There is the horn. 2 big knockdowns in that round. A huge round from Mike Tyson.
Wow, those power combinations are really paying off. You floored that guy. This round, let's go back out there and look to finish him off.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Nice counter left there. That one connected. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Well, you know this is... Still plenty of time to go here, round 2. Left hook to the head. Rampage Jackson goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. And how much more can he take? Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Changing the position.
Tyson's right back to the full mount here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. There it is again. Look at that.
Oh, nice jab there by Tyson. Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. 30 seconds to go in this one. Jackson's bleeding from the mouth. Oh! Holy smokes! What an absolute freak of a knockout here tonight. That's a 3-check knockout, right? Show money, win money, bonus money.
Absolutely, J.A. There's nothing more exciting than a knockout in sport. You don't see it anywhere but mixed martial arts. This young man will celebrate this deep into the night as he should.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout iron, Mike Tyson!
So, big UFC win for Iron Mike Tyson here tonight. Words you probably thought you'd never hear, but since crossing over from boxing, it has been all systems go for the former boxing champion, Iron Mike Tyson. Well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing him, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not leave much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Leon Rocky Edwards has stepped inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Pereira steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Leon Rocky Edwards. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here we go with round one action, and all eyes are on Poatan Alex Pereira. So many layers to his striking game, but you can argue.
He threw the flying knee and it landed to the head. Drives the shin into the ribs. Great body kick.
Double powerful jab there by Edwards.
Well, every MMA fight begins on the feet, and that is music to the ears of Alex Pereira, who has found a home for that left hook early.
I mean, that's his best shot, man. We have seen Alex Pereira land this left hook in kickboxing to finish Israel Adesanya, and also inside the octagon where he knocked out Sean Strickland. It is such a powerful strike, and Pereira is a master of it.
Leg kick checked effectively there by Edwards. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Pretty interesting to see him mixing it up with the kicks here, some calf kicks, and now attacking the thigh effect.
Just throwing a traditional leg kick. A traditional leg kick.
Under the elbow, right on the body.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Able to block that one. 90 seconds to go.
Work with the jab. Oh, bad.
So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have landed for Leon Edwards. Oh, nice straight punch there by Pereira.
30 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, that's a big weapon for him, but the overhand right not there that time. Throwing that low kick. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Outstanding back and forth first round.
All right, take a seat, relaxa, respira. Olha, você está sendo muito agressivo na luta, tá? E o tempo você tem que focar.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. Big elbow there, lands. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Edwards' cheek looks like it's cut. Oh, what an offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with the punch, going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly. Nice head kick.
Oh, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. Oh, that's nice. Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Oh, that's a big right hand that got through. Just missed with the leg kick. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, beautiful strike. Oh!
He hurt him again.
Edwards' eye is starting to swell shut. Under 2 minutes now to go. Oh, there's that patented leg kick. Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. Just unable to quite find that range. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Hook to the head there by Pereira. Oh! Huge kick to the head. Immediately gets the underhook. Clinch work. 10 seconds to go in the round.
Fighters separate.
Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon.
Third round underway. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Edwards gets caught by that straight hand. Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh, right hand.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. That is a hard left hand that lands for Leon Edwards, and as usual, DC letting his fighting do the talking tonight.
Letting his fight do the talking. It's all business. He's a businessman. He's here to win, go back to England and do his thing with his family. He's not going to be on TV hooping and hollering. He's a guy that's here to do his job and then go back home until he gets his title fight.
There's that hook again. It's blocked. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bottom.
Oh!
Oh, big right. Back to the feet now. Trying to stay in this fight. Edwards' head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you're blocking a little bit, they still put damage on you.
90 seconds now to go in the round.
Let's go, you gotta
He's in trouble.
I need you to work.
1 minute now to go in the third.
I need you to work now.
Beautiful block there.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
That'll do it! Alex Pereira
Holy.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 36 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alex Herrera!
All right, you heard it there from Buff. Alex Pereira, your winner by knockout. Get used to hearing that.
That's exactly what he does. We have seen it on multiple occasions. The guy knows how to put your lights out, and we see him do it time and time again.
Well, this is exciting here in D.C. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce effing Lee. Ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, John Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, John Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. John Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as John Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. John Jones is ready to go, and that means so are we for our main event. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, John Jones, immediately taking the center of the octagon. You know, he's got a lot of weapons. We'll see how he approaches this fight early as he tries to get a 10th career win by knockout. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Lee. And he blocks the shot there.
You can't bounce around with him. You got to get in his face and try to take the fight to him.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are John Jones's calling card.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Jones.
If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end.
Oh, flush knee to the body. He's got the length advantage in this fight and certainly made it count in that exchange. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? And there it is. Another strike gets through on the ground. Lee getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Jones has got him in a crucifix. Going to work from the top now. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, that Darce choke is tight.
Oh, he's got to be tight now, yeah.
It's working.
He got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Darce choke.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, and land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two.
Cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Oh, and he lands the leg kick. The stats are in his favor when it comes to that strike.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Nice crack there. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Double leg. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Lands a big elbow there.
Beautiful setup to the leg kick.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Leg kick now. He's starting to pile those up. Look at the stats.
Oh, that one landed. Yep.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. He talked a lot to us about his length and his size advantage. Doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it certainly did. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything.
And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Oh, beautiful entry on the takedown there by John Jones, and his opponent gave him an opportunity to barge right through the door.
Yeah, he took it. You know, anything that is presented to Jones, he will jump right on. He's a great striker. He's a great wrestler, and that is on full display right now. Beautiful transition.
All right, he's got him in the north-south.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight? And now his opponent in a world of trouble. Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stunned by a huge shot right before the horn, and now a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool. And he's only got 60 seconds to recover here, so we'll see if his corner, physically, mentally, can keep this fighter in the fight. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, beautiful jab there by Jones. Pretty good execution for him there on the side kick, DC.
Just really feeling himself. One of those traditional martial arts techniques that are making their way to the UFC style.
Oh, nice kick.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
And that spinning kick found its home up top. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Fighters separate from the clinch now. Nice short uppercut in the clinch by Lee. Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to happen.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
Jones is in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
That darce is tight.
He's going to choke him. There it is.
So what a win for him here tonight. He gets it done and gets it done by way of submission. He told us this week, I got to keep these judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Absolutely. He is a phenomenal grappler. He said that he held the advantage there, and that would show itself in the fight. He proved that, and he gets a submission victory. Amazing.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 27 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, John Bones Jones!
All right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction. GSP, wildly popular, not just in his native Canada, but around the world. Many people, DC, believe, pound for pound, that Georges St-Pierre might be the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
He is one of the greatest fighters of all time. If there was an MMA Mount Rushmore, Georges St-Pierre would be on everybody's list of top 5 fighters of all time. Just an ability to mix everything together. He was truly the evolution of mixed martial arts, from the wrestling, the striking to the grappling. He was a guy that did everything and did everything well, and it made the level of mixed martial arts raise because everyone was trying to catch GSP.
And I got good news. Right next to him on that Mount Rushmore, Daniel Cormier. Raise that hand!
Come on, John, don't do it.
Hall of Famer Georges Rush St-Pierre steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. So with much fanfare, here is Jon Jones back in defense of his UFC heavyweight championship. Remarkable the manner in which he came back from a 3-year layoff. Figures to present an even better version here tonight.
Well, so many people questioned or wondered when Jon Jones would come to heavyweight. When he did, he looked better than he ever has inside the UFC's octagon, winning the heavyweight championship and reasserting himself as the dominant force in mixed martial arts. Jon Jones once again steps into the octagon looking to build on his legacy.
And we don't know how long for this game Jon Jones is, so enjoy him while he is here. We'll see how it goes tonight in this UFC Heavyweight Championship title defense. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, ready to make his statement here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Georges Rush St-Pierre. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the former UFC heavyweight champion, John Bones Jones.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. So here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, John Jones. In nearly every fight, he's going to have a massive reach advantage. So we'll see what he chooses to do here in the early going. If he leans on the grapple. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Setting up the sub here. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight. Oh, wow.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by George St. Pierre.
Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Nice transition from the Kimura to the armbar now. Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up. There it is. Now he's running out. This is a terrible position.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Oh! Postures. He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Minute and a half to go in our opening round. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by George St. Pierre.
Nice.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Constantly a moving target. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd. No surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Listen, I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Beautiful kick.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Nicely done. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish this fight.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Jones is back in full mount. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the...
Oh, looking for the gilly lock now. Might have the guillotine. Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by St. Pierre. And there it is. Another strike on the ground. Gets through. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St. Pierre.
You got to be careful here.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
30 seconds to go in round 2. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St. Pierre. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Hey, stop.
Nice work that round. Your striking looks awesome. Let's keep that up. I want to see accuracy right now. Don't worry.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you will.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
3rd round underway. He's the taller fighter able to land a knee to the body with relative ease there. GSP gets hit with a kick. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Come on, man. Work that jab.
Good kick to the body. Oh, nice jab by Jones. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Guillotine here.
I think he's got it. His feet.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved in position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape him.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. He passes the half.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Jones.
Great submission defense.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3.
Fight back. Fight back.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, he is masked in blood. I think I can actually pick out his blood type from here. Where's the doctor? Waning seconds here of round number 3. Takes his back. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh! Guillotine jump.
Oh, great submission defense. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much close.
Oh, big shots here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
So now we start to see some visible damage in the form of setting up an arm lock now.
Oh my goodness, he might have it.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Knee on belly. That was nice. All these actions, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Jones is an absolutely bloody mess right now. Cut man knows he's got his work cut out for him between rounds. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
In the half guard. Great job landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Jones is right back to the full mat. 15 seconds.
Give me that wrist control. Let's go.
This is where he wants to be.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there.
That cut's pretty bad, and it's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your exchange.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
Ready. Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Oh!
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. There's that left hand. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something.
All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed, but I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
All right, we got some replays for you now. The accumulation of damaging strikes ultimately causing a premature end to this one.
Well, he got the cut, and he kept landing in that spot, targeting the spot. But once he hit him with this shot right here, this is when the referee goes, you know what? Let me bring the ringside physician in. We got to take a check on this guy, make sure he's okay.
And you knew that last time they brought the doctor in, that was going to be it. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, George Rush St. Pierre.
Well, that fleur-de-lis is not for the state of Louisiana. It's not for LSU. The Canadian George St. Pierre with a big effort tonight and really proving that at whatever stage of his career, he can still dominate against elite competition.
He's always viable, regardless of where he's fighting, when he's fighting, or who he's fighting. George St. Pierre will be an elite competitor in an elite challenge to any fighter he steps in the octagon with.
With much fanfare, here he is, Michael Gerard Tyson with that patented white towel, the black shorts. This is as good as it gets, champ.
I mean, what an iconic look, right? I mean, it is what our childhood was made of. Watching Mike Tyson with that stare, with the posse, with the crowd walking to the octagon, ready to go and tear somebody up. Iron Mike Tyson with the white towel, the black shorts, and no socks. Dude, this is what us kids in Louisiana, we looked up to him. He was a hero. It was like he was wearing a cape because he had on the white towel.
And I know you've seen some of the training footage. Got a pretty good sprawl. Perhaps that's going to be useful here tonight. A lot of these heavyweights are going to try to take Tyson down. Let's see how it goes for Iron Mike tonight. Mike Tyson has stepped inside the octagon. Tyson looks ready to fight tonight. Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC.
Pereira, set to fight Iron Mike Tyson. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Mike Tyson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here he is, formerly the baddest man on the planet, former boxing heavyweight champion, Iron Mike Tyson. Look for him to move forward. You know the flurries are coming. He'll employ that signature peekaboo style as he tries to get inside. Takedown defense could be tested. I mean, that's what opponents are going to be looking to do. They're going to try to take Mike Tyson down.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Trying to establish the jab early on here. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Pereira's hook shot.
I mean, right away, no feeling out process. These boys just went and started fighting.
That one certainly found the target. Right hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Iron Mike Tyson!
Well, who would have thought that the former boxing champion Iron Mike Tyson would become a bona fide UFC contender? This win tonight is certainly a step in the right direction. He had a lot of doubters and naysayers coming into this one, but Mike Tyson gets his hand raised, and it seems like no matter the sport, no matter the combat setting, when the stakes are the highest, when the lights are the brightest, Mike Tyson rises to the occasion. He most certainly did that here tonight.
I mean, come on, DC. Mike Tyson with this DMX intro backdrop. I'm anxious as if I'm fighting. This is a huge moment for the history of mixed martial arts and for the International Boxing Hall of Famer Mike Tyson.
It all works together. It really just all works together whenever you watch Mike Tyson, from the song to the look, to the bobbing of the head, to the posse. Iron Mike Tyson is just one of those guys that draws you in, and he is bringing a lot of new eyes to the UFC octagon. He can wrestle a little bit too, John, so don't be surprised if on the first shot, Mike Tyson hits him with the big sprawl to defend his leg.
Only thing I can guarantee you, he's not going to be taking any bites of cauliflower ear in the octagon tonight. We're certainly happy to have Mike Tyson. Let's see how it goes. Mike Tyson has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. Well, DC, like Frank Sinatra, this man has done it his way. The former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre. A lot of people believe pound for pound, DC, GSP is the best they've ever seen.
Yes, because he was able to mix everything together so well. When he was fighting a wrestler, he was able to keep the fight standing. When he was fighting a striking specialist, he was able to take him to the ground. His jiu-jitsu and just his full-on MMA game was something that we had never seen in the UFC before. Won the UFC championship at middleweight after being away for 4 years. Just showed how special George St. Pierre truly is.
In terms of MMA application of wrestling, no one has done it better than George Rush St. Pierre. George Rush St. Pierre. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Mike Tyson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, George Rush St. Pierre!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, pretty favorable matchup here for the all-time great George Rush St. Pierre. He's already in the UFC Hall of Fame, but not resting on his laurels. Believes that the jab is going to be the key tonight. And
Oh, he's hurt bad. Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice takedown. Yep.
making all these shots count.
He's got to be careful here.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
St. Pierre going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Trying to double up on that jab. Oh, wow.
You just heard him.
Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon. Big knee.
Big knee to the body.
are just brutal.
And now he's a different choice. Oh, it's getting very, very deep. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got it locked.
Oh, hang on a second, he escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock, create some space, roll to your back, give up the mount, but live to fight another day.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by St. Pierre.
Oh, he got to the spot. Using a lot of good movement.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat. Come on now.
Oh, that one looks really tight, DC. Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Big moments on both sides in round one.
Nice work.
All right, so that round is in the books. Well, St. Pierre's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh! Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by GSP. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke. Oh, nice guillotine there. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Jeff, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied. Yeah,
because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Oh, setting up another submission now.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh my goodness, he got out again.
Wow, that is fantastic submission defense.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Tyson's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
St. Pierre's in half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
20 seconds to go, round two. Well,
the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by George St. Pierre.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Oh, no, spinning back fist. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear. Nice positional control here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by GSP. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both
Huge shot finds the target there.
great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it. Going in the fight. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Back and forth we go. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up. Oh, he might get finished here. Beautiful combination to get the knockdown. Tyson gets back up here.
That was a nice takedown. Yes.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. He's up. What submission defense on display.
Tyson gets back up. Oh, huge Superman punch. St. Pierre's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that victory.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
That's why
Oh, another ground strike gets through. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Tyson. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. That guillotine is tight.
That guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You got to get your hips into your opponent if you want him to tap. Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Oh, huge elbow. Big strikes continue to land. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. And straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
All right, time to go to the gas station, TC. These fighters are cooked, my man.
They have thrown everything but the kitchen sink at each other, and it's showing because both of them seem exhausted. Oh, no!
Oh, big diving punch to the head.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he can cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Tyson's in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount.
Good work from the top here by GSP.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Like that!
Big ground and pound.
Final seconds here. Ooh, it's tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Wow, what a round it was. There's the horn. 2 knockdowns. Certainly a 10-8 is plausible. We'll see if his opponent can make some adjustments here. It's going to be tough.
J.A., I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I thought it was over. I was yelling, it's over, it's over. After the first knockdown, dude gets up and gets knocked down again. He understands now he has a very tough competitor in front of him, but he needs to stay patient, go find another big shot. But one perfect shot shuts the lights off. It's only going to take one of those to finish the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, nice strike landed there by GSP. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter. He's as smart as they cut. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor.
Right back!
Making all these shots count. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George St. Pierre.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Like that!
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Big shots landed by him now. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by GSP.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, he just gets up.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Less than a minute now to go in the round.
That was a slick transition.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
He passed the half guard.
Oh, man, that's hard to watch, right? Targets that swollen area, and it's getting worse by the minute. Guillotine attempt now. Looks as though he's got the neck.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. All right, so there's the final horn. I'm not fond of the phrase, to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ, right? But he certainly did enough, I think, to beat the champ.
Yeah, I believe he won the fight. It was a close fight. And I know people will yell and scream, oh, he did not dominate the champion. Well, you don't have to. All you have to do is win the fight. And regardless of how it looks, this young man should be crowned the new UFC champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-47 Tyson. Judge 2 scores it 49-46 St. Pierre. And Judge 3 scores it 48-47 for the winner by split decision and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
So, big UFC win for Iron Mike Tyson here tonight. Words you probably thought you'd never hear, but since crossing over from boxing, it has been all systems go for the former boxer.